Hello and welcome back. This is the second video on the same topic. I have been assigned the favorable negotiation outcomes between grocery stores and Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation for 8 key contract terms. Yoga, the only variance among the models lies in the construction of one of the contract terms comprising user rights. I will touch on one of the contractual terms, which is a condition, the basis on which it is a condition, and the repercussions which follow if this contract condition is breached. The first, quantity. Pursuant to the instructions labeled as confidential, it can reasonably be expected that towards the end of the fair negotiation, an agreement authorizing purchase of a weekly supply of 1,000 to 50,000 pounds of vegetables from the Corporation of Greenhouse will be reached. This range, as discussed in the previous paras, satisfies grocery stores in that it helps them maintain a stable and steady supply. Second is the quality of product or the services. It is reasonable to presume that both parties would reach an understanding that there will be need to use a refrigerated truck for the transport of vegetables. This clause addresses the concern of grocery store on receipts of the spoiled and rotten vegetables and is also in agreement with Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation policy. Third is pricing. There's a probability that a reasonable price per pound would be reached, which may be from, let's say, for example, $4 to 4.5, depending on the amount purchased. This pricing is consistent with the contract pricing standards of Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation. A discount may also be eligible if grocery store consents to make weekly payments. Which directs us to the fourth point, that's payments. It is understood that grocery store is amenable to making payments once each month, which Vegetable Corporation expects payments to be made every time deliveries are made. One equitable solution would be progressing to payments at alternative week intervals. This is quite manageable for grocery store and still enables Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation to receive compensation in a fair time. Fifth part comes to the deadline. Messaging to deliver provision would most likely be agreed upon to this effect that every 2 or 3 delivery days in a week there will not be any deliveries on Sunday. For delivery days, the desired delivery time range is at night from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Deliveries during the other time on Mondays and Tuesdays can also be arranged, but not as preferred by the stores. Now it draws us to the cancellations. Cancellation of contract procedure for both parties is 6 months from the time it is applied. In addition, the agreement will also state that grocery store incorporations can terminate the contract without any liabilities for non-compliance after 50% of the deliveries are late or missed unless the days fall on Sunday or Monday. The entire agreement. Every party would most likely be inclined to introduce such a clause since all agreements as to terms and conditions shall be contained in this document. It is customary for lawyers to include a term that prevents parties from entering the disputes over definitions of terms that were not stated in the contract. And last but not least, I have chosen the governing law. The governing law clause seeks to provide which state provisions will be applicable to the contract. Both territories would likely agree on a jurisdiction that is convenient for both parties and has an efficient filing system for commercial contracts. Now it comes to identifying a condition. A condition is a basic provision in each contract which the performance of the contract depends upon. The party did not breach the contract is entitled to terminate the contract and claim damages. Within the context of that relation between the two companies, one condition that is likely to be included is the need to deliver products on time. Second comes to the explaining why it is a condition. Deliveries has been categorized as an essential criteria as it has an overall regard towards the performance of the contract, and the grocery store cannot operate effectively without a reliable supply for fresh spawns. A delay on the side of Vegetable Corporation is fulfilling the delivery schedule, for instance, affects grocery store's capability and to deliver the consumers. What happens if you breach that condition? However, if you say Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation breached that stated condition of timely deliveries, grocery store is entitled to cancel the said outsourcing agreement without meeting any obligation. This is to say, grocery store may terminate the contract with the supplier and search for another contractor within any legal responsibilities. In addition, grocery store can also pursue reimbursement for all damages and result of the violation. So that would be all in the partnership and risk management by both the parties. Thank you very much.